Brothers and sisters, we are now on the sixth Sunday in Ordinary Time. The theme for this Sunday is blessings and woes, the Beatitudes. The Beatitudes is a compendium, a summary of what Jesus has did, to whom administered, and the kind of message he preached. Jesus ministered to the poor, comforted those who were weeping, he fed the hungry, he revealed to the people around him the kind of God we have, that ours is a God of mercy and justice, love, compassion, and forgiveness. Into this gospel, the Beatitudes are followed by woes, serving as warnings to those who have turned a blind eye, to whom the Beatitudes are addressed. In the first reading, the prophet explains the benefits of placing one's trust in God rather than himself. Jeremiah contrasts the blighted state of those who trust in human devices with the blessed state of those who trust in the Lord. In the second reading, Paul speaks of the guarantee of a blessed future in the life to come through the merits of Christ's passion, death, and resurrection. The Gospel promises every man that his living of the Beatitudes will bring him authentic fulfillment as opposed to the illusory fulfillment of those who put their hope in their present life. Contraries abound into these readings. We have the images of abundance and sterility, blessings and woes, time and eternity, and all this make us reflect our ultimate destiny. The words of Jesus show how startling the gospel message can be. In fact, it is the opposite of the wisdom pervading our consumer society. Woe, says Jesus, to the rich, the satisfied, those financially secure, and blessing to those poor, suffering, and the hungry. How can this be real? On reflection, we see that material satisfaction can isolate us, but a lack of it can take us beyond ourselves. Our poverty, hunger, sorrow can lead us to great riches as it takes us close to the divine. The Beatitudes given by Jesus to us today are important to each one of us. If we are true followers of Christ and sincere Christians, we will take the rough as well as the smooth, the poverty as well as the plenty, the sorrows as well as the joys. These are the stepping stones that God has laid down for us to help us get across the river of life to the eternal shores, the kingdom of heaven. As the Beatitudes as given in the Gospel of Luke seem to be scandalous because they go against all the common understanding at a time regarding who is blessed by God and the concrete signs manifesting that blessing. The Beatitudes of Matthew give a set of ethical teachings of Jesus, and they are the must for every disciple of Him. There is an eschatological content contained in it, in the sense that there is a future fulfillment of God's kingdom that the faithful can count on. The present condition is not the final condition. There is always the expectation of fulfillment of hope for the individual. He tells us that those who are poor, hungry, weeping, and those of you who are hated, driven out, abused, denounced, are truly and authentically the happiest person. A blessed Sunday, brothers and sisters.